BK, big business, we linked up in the UK with them outlaws, no limit forever, and we mash hard, and we stay out the cheddar.
Hey yo, you already know what time it is. This your boy M. Nell, Merciless, the one and only. You know I'm always tuned in, every day, all day. You already know who I'm rocking with, that ain't a question or a doubt. I'm rocking with my fucking boy, live from the UK, FONZi NeuTRON, right.
Is this like a pre-record?
Yeah, it's pre-recorded so I can edit it. How you feeling though?
Okay, yeah, I'm good, man. You know, definitely good to connect with you again, man, bro. So I know you do some good work and stuff as well. So, yep.
No doubt, man. You definitely inspire me for sure. Most definitely for the viewers who don't know, I came up on your podcast a couple months ago. You be doing your thing on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. And, it's definitely good to reconnect. Usually, I'm on the other side of asking you questions sometimes, so it's a nice change in direction.
Oh yeah, no doubt. We're gonna get into it though. I know you got some moves to make. For the viewers who don't know, let them know who you are and where you from.
Yeah, so I go by the name FONZi NeuTRON, you know, also known as Warren Vincent. I'm from Birmingham, UK. That's where I was born. Within that, you know, obviously I've traveled around and, you know, built my roots in other places, namely in New Orleans, you know, Louisiana, linking in with the Tank Gang and stuff like that. But, you know, I represent UK. Nonetheless, I still represent like the world. I see myself as a global citizen, especially when it comes to the diaspora and stuff. So when it comes to, I guess, my music and the moves that I make, I don't just take local influence, but influence from, you know, all around, where, especially when it comes to our people that have laid down for the culture, man. So I see myself as like the UK element adding on and just, you know, building into the mix.
Okay. Now my next question is this. You know, you're from the UK, so when did you first get introduced to hip hop? Was it something you heard on the radio, or you actually seen it on TV, or was it already out in the communities at that time?
Yeah, I'd say very early, and you know, some of my earliest memories is you know, I got like, you know, a bunch of older cousins and stuff. Initially, you know, some of them being into some of the early guys, the Wu-Tangs and stuff like that. But my pops was also, he's always been into music. He used to play like hip hop heavy. So we had like, you know, the NWA records around growing up. Ice-T, I remember being a strong fixture in like his car and stuff like that. So when we'll be riding around, Ice-T was always playing, you know, me and my brother in the back rapping the lyrics to 6 in the morning and midnight and all those tracks. And then, you know, at that time, the hip hop bubbling and stuff in the 80s, we were still checking out stuff because, you know, the UK was still, I guess, a big market as well. So we was getting introduced to them days when they had the cassette tapes. You had like the Tower Records, HMVs, Blockbuster, some of these shops that ain't really around no more. So we would go there, check out CDs, tapes. I think one of the first CDs or tapes we had was like KRS-One. They had the MCs act like they don't know. So even that, like we grew up in the bedroom, like playing that instrumental, those, you know, when you get the instrumental versions going backwards and forwards, rapping, just like sharpening skills like that. And then, you know, just really staying down with hip hop over the years, other people, you know, I think I would say hip hop's grown to be the big world music it is now. But in the early days, you know, select people was listening to it. In those days, you would just come across people that would probably bring you a tape if you heard this, if you heard that, and then, you know, you start discovering new artists and stuff that way where we didn't have the internet.
Okay. Now, when I asked you, I spoke about the diaspora earlier. Like in UK, it's a significant black population, but sometimes cats come from Africa, some cats come from Jamaica, Caribbean. Now your family, I guess your grandparents and great grandparents, are they from the UK as well, or did they migrate? Or
they're from the Caribbean. You know, one side is but you know, they're all kind of Caribbean influence. But one side is Jamaican, and another side is Jamaica and Panama. So, you know, my grandmother on one side, she was from Panama. But even within that, you know, I've always grew up with a lot of family, even in the States as well. So we've had some that went that way, some that came to the UK and stuff as well. You mentioned like the diaspora in the UK. You're right, because for the most part, it's a strong, either African or Caribbeans that have come out. For the most part, it was mainly Caribbean, and I think even when we take that Caribbean aspect, it always ties back to the States and stuff as well. So I feel as though, if you look at hip hop, some of the early progenitors. I was just talking to somebody about this earlier, actually, where they were saying, even like Biggie in that Caribbean background, we just lost Kango. He was Haitian. A lot of the guys from like the Caribbean, it's Cool Herc, Jamaican, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, really, hip hop was founded and created by. It was a mixture of cats from, like you say, Jamaica, Haiti, Puerto Rico, and African Americans together. They put that thing together because I think, like you said, Kool Herc from Jamaica. I think Grandmaster Flash is like Haitian or something like that.
Yeah.
I think Bambaataa, I think one of his parents is from the Caribbean. A lot of cats from the Caribbean, man. Busta, Biggie. Too
And
many.
you know what? You mentioned me coming up, just to tap in. That's what I loved about those days. They showed it didn't matter where it was coming from. They showed that wider affiliation to their nationality or people. So even you take Bambaataa, even though I don't agree with, some of the stuff that have came out over the years, and but he had Africa Bambaataa. They had the Zulu Nation. They had certain words and phrases that a lot of them would use at the time that connected to somewhere outside of America as well, especially just to the wider culture of us as a people. So I always liked that aspect of hip hop and stuff as well, because it made you feel like you could be involved and you could be a part of it.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of cats. I mean, because some, represented more than others. I think Nori. I think it's people from Puerto Rico, KRS. And I think one of his parents is from the Caribbean, AZ. The list goes on. So, probably half the cats.
A lot of the East, especially on the East Coast those days, a lot more. All the Brooklyn artists and stuff, This one's so groovy, baby.
Nice life, man. Get money. All this thing you're going through with the music, the black wallet thing. Leave that alone, man. It's dead, man. It's dead. Dead truth. Dead. Yeah, that's what it's at, okay? Yeah?
We're gonna move this forward, man. Now we got some new vision and new smoke. Just want to go more forward, though. I'm loving what I see.
Let them know who lead the charge. They can run, but really won't get too far. Check your drill figures repertoire. Set pace like Escobar. Ghetto superstar. Woo-ha, they all in check. 960 degrees, all roads to rest. You guess, the Cosmic King is back popping. Number one in the streets, the flow stunting. Splash traction. I'm here now.
Join us on the line, BoutTheOnline.com, for the hottest UK, US flavor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content.